What is the most important part in your work? Right, save it. Save your work always. So for saving a project, we're gonna go here on project, save or save as, and I will name here my project QGIS project.qgz. So .qgz is the ending of a QGIS project. Then we will enable an additional toolbar. So we already have seen here the panels, so the toolbox panels, the browser panel, and the layers panel. And now we're going to enable also the snapping panel that we're going to need later on to draw polygons, for example. So just click here on toolbars, snapping toolbar, and now you have this toolbar here visible. Very important for later on. Next, we want to fill our empty viewport here. So for the moment, it's just an empty map. We don't see anything. And whenever you do geospatial work, you probably want to work somewhere in nature. So there is probably somewhere satellite imagery available or even streets. So let's add two basic types of base maps. That's what it is called, what we want to do. So a base map can be satellite imagery or streets or legal boundaries. First, we want to add here satellite images, and to do so, we're gonna go here on the XYZ tiles. Gonna right click here on XYZ tiles, select new connection, and now we're gonna name that here Google Satellite. So to add here Google Satellite, we need to add an URL, and you're going to find that URL below or besides the video somewhere. And I copied that here in a little text file, so I'm going to just take that address here and paste it here in the URL. Then I just press OK, and now I've got here the Google Satellite Imagery base map. It's still not showing up. Why isn't it showing up? Well, we didn't add it, or I didn't add it here as a layer. So I just need to pull it here to the layers panel. Now we can see here the map of the whole world that just tweaks into Google Satellite Imagery. Now if we zoom here a little bit to the landscape, I mentioned earlier we're going to be somewhere here in the southwest of Germany for this tutorial. But still it's a little bit hard here to get along without any indication of cities, streets, or something like that. So to facilitate navigating here, we want to add another base map, and that is the OpenStreet base map. So we can click here again, or right click here on XYZ tiles, select new connection. I'm going to call that OpenStreetMap. And then we're going to select again here the OpenStreetMap URL. Going to add it here in the URL entry, and then I just press OK. So now it is visible again here in QGIS, here under the XYZ tiles, but not yet in our viewport, because we still need to add it again here in our layers panel. So let's add the OpenStreetMaps base map here as a layer. Just pull it down here again, and we see it here. Great. But now we don't see the satellite imagery anymore. So what can we do about that? Well, we can reduce the opacity, or meaning increasing the transparency of this layer. So let's say we're gonna give it here a 50% transparency. We still see here a little bit the names of cities, but we can also see here now the satellite imagery in the background. So just for this tutorial, we now want to zoom a little bit here towards the Neckar River and its conjunction with the Filz. So that is here between Plochingen and Göppingen. And you also see here the city of Esslingen. You can also switch the layers, so you might want to move OpenStreetMaps below Google satellite imagery, then you need to do it the other way around. You need to add the transparency here to street maps and to see the maps again. And there you go. Up to you what you prefer. And then at the end, don't forget again, save your project.